Before you even touch a ballot, politicians are already cheating. It's called gerrymandering. And we've been seeing that word get thrown around a lot here lately. So once you understand the history and how it actually works, you'll see why Texas and California are fighting over it right now. So let's start from the beginning, where the word even came from. Back in 1812, Massachusetts Governor Elbridge Gerry, he signed off on a voting map so twisted, it looked like a salamander. The press dragged him for it, calling it a gerrymanderer, and the name stuck. And ever since then, both parties have used this same trick, drawing voting maps in crazy shapes to lock in power. It doesn't matter if it's a squiggly district or one that snakes through 5 different towns. If it helps the people in charge stay in charge, they're going to draw it. So every 10 years we do the census, right? And that's just a head count, where people live, how many people live there, that kind of thing. And that number decides how many seats each state gets in Congress. If your state grows, you gain seats. If people move out, you lose some. And after that, maps have to be redrawn because they have to make sure every district has about the same number of people. But here's the game. Whoever runs your state legislature is usually the one that holds the pen. And those lines, they're not just about geography. They're about power. So there are 2 terms that are thrown into this: packing and cracking. Sounds a little crazy, I know, but I'm going to explain what those mean. So, packing is like saying, oh, you want power? Fine, we'll give you all of it. In one little corner, they'll take a community, Black voters, Latino voters, Democratic voters, and jam as many people as possible into one district. Sure, that district's going to win big, but all their power is trapped into that one box instead of just being spread across multiple districts. That's packing. Now, cracking, I'm sure as you've figured out by now, is the exact opposite. Instead of stuffing you in, they slice you up. They break a community into pieces and scatter it across districts so you're outnumbered everywhere. And just like that, you go from potentially winning to losing across the board. So packed or cracked, the message is the same. Politicians pick their voters before the voters get a chance to pick them. And in Texas, the Republicans just pushed through a new map that both pack and crack, primarily communities of color. And of course we know why they're doing this: to lock in more Republican seats. We saw what the Democrats tried to do. They tried to walk out. They tried to block it. But when they came back, that vote happened, and the Democrats lost. Meanwhile, in California, Democrats are eyeing new seats through Prop 50. But the big difference here is that California has an independent commission. So voters, not politicians, get the final say. And why is this even allowed, right? In 2019, the Supreme Court, of course, they shrugged and said that partisan gerrymandering is not a federal court issue unless it's explicitly racist on paper. That'll never happen. That ruling opened the floodgates. It allowed states to redraw maps however they wanted, mid-decade if they felt like it. So remember, gerrymandering isn't new. It's been around since 1812. It's not about neighborhoods either, it's about power. The census sets the table, but packing and cracking decide who gets to eat. And right now, Texas and California are showing just how far politicians are willing to bend the map to tilt the game before you ever step into the booth. Welcome to America.